All right, so with no further ado, let's start. First of all, hi everyone. So today we are going to talk about the new backup solution that we just worked on all together with the Veeam. It's a new backup solution for OVHcloud bare metal servers that is called Backup Agents. The solution, as you see on the slide, is fully managed by OVHcloud and is powered by Veeam. So with no further ado, let's discover altogether what this new solution is about. So we have about 43 minutes together. You'll have 3 hosts with you this morning. So you have with you the brilliant Martin from Veeam, which again powers the solution. You have also the magician Antoine from OVHcloud. He's the one who made backup agent available for you. And also I'm Arthur, so I'm the product marketing manager at OVHcloud, working on our backup solutions. So to warm up a little bit, maybe for those of you who don't know OVHcloud, very succinctly, sorry. In terms of customers, we have 1.6 million customers all over 140 countries. The turnover of the company is around 1 billion euros, or was about 100 billion euros in 2025. And about the data centers that we have 46 data centers. Within we have 500K servers, which of course we aim to all protect with backup agents. So now maybe let's start to talk about backup. What I invite you to do is to just close your eyes for a moment and try to imagine that this morning you arrived at the office, or you turned on your computer at home. And before you take your coffee, you just realize that one of your coworkers comes to you and tell you that that you lost 40% of your bare metal servers. How confident would you feel at that exact moment that you can recover all the data that you've lost? That's the question that you might ask yourself all along the year, but when it happens, these moments of stress is really what we want to avoid with backup agents, because actually that's the data that we have from Gartner. A significant proportion, actually 70% of organizations are poorly positioned in terms of disaster recovery capabilities, with 66% of them most likely suffering of what we call the mirage of confidence, meaning that you think you are protected until an event occurs and until you need your backup. So now that the context is set, let's talk about the agenda. So very simple agenda. We're going to talk about the problems that you face and that we are trying to solve for you. We are going to then present and deep dive on the solution and what we worked on, which is backup agents, in order to solve the problems that we identified that you face. Then we're going to have a quick demo of the product so that you can also exactly see what we are proposing, thanks to Antoine. And then we're going to keep a bit of time in the end in order to respond to your questions, so about 5 to 10 minutes. So now about the backup challenges that you face, I leave the floor to you, Martin.
Thank you, Arthur. So hello everyone, I'm Martin from Veeam. And in order to start this conversation, it's important to recognize that, of course you know it, but data is the lifeblood of every business and presents increasingly complex challenges for your organizations. And as data explodes year on year and sprawls across multiple clouds, countless endpoints and geographic locations, Veeam is tracking now various emerging threats to data resilience. And the first one, basically, is vendor complexity and lock-in. That's a very common topic, and to keep data resilient, you need the ability to move your data easily to new applications or new platforms, especially as the industry now tracks aggressive vendor price increases, as you may have felt or heard, or is sending budget spiraling. Now, this is the first complexity. The second one is the increasing volume and sophistication of attacks, as you may know, as you may read every day in the press or in the net. And this is a costly problem, especially when you consider that we have heard that 69% of businesses get impacted. And out of the 69% of businesses impacted, only 27% of organizations who paid a ransom still couldn't recover their data, which is absolutely great, but it's a real fundamental problem for the industry. Now, if we go to the next slide, ensuring, and this is how we understand that ensuring your data protection strategy is really ready for your ever-changing needs and can protect you from the endless number of growing cyber attacks. It's not easy, so it's your job and it's hard. And this applies to workloads on premises or in the cloud or in between, whatever your basically infrastructure strategy is. Now, whether you are running hypervisors or physical workloads, enterprise applications, or are protecting your data in the public cloud, you're at risk. So basically, the question is, are you prepared? And as you are at risk, these are some of the reasons ensuring resilience isn't simple. The first one would be that your backup, on average, are the first thing to be attacked by cyber attackers. The second one would be that you need tools that integrate with your ecosystem and platforms of preference, and this is fundamental. And the third reason ensuring resilience is not simple would be that environments are ever-changing. You can live it throughout your whole day-to-day basis and your whole day-to-day job, whether you're going through hypervisor transitions or moving to or from clouds, scaling up or out, there's never a dull moment. Your ecosystem and your IT infrastructure is always evolving. Now, the fourth reason why ensuring resilience isn't simple would be that you need to provide proof of compliance. Compliance has become a huge topic for every company right now, and you need to provide proof of compliance, of governance, and recoverability to your leadership, to your partners, to your customers, to your whole ecosystem on a regular basis. So organizations need easier way to ensure that they are resilient. Now, as I mentioned before, if we go to the next slide, as I mentioned before, the real question now isn't if are you going to be attacked? No, because everyone is going to be attacked. Every organization is a target right now. So the real question is, are you prepared for the costs of an outage, or an attack? Because you are being under threat. So do you know what the consequences are? And with harmful actors most often going after your backups, the security and protection of your backup strategy is your last line of defense if breach is successful. And we've observed that in the industry, an average of breach costing upwards of 5 million euros. This can put many businesses out of luck if they are unprepared. And all these reasons and all these problems are the reasons why we have focused our partnership with OVHcloud on building a simple and efficient solution that can help you in this tricky context. And to move forward, I hand over to Antoine. Thank you.
Before we give the mic to Antoine, just to give maybe a little bit more context on what does it concretely means for you as the OVHcloud bare metal customer. So imagine you just have one bare metal server that you want to back up on object storage. Well, in that case, let's say that your life is fairly easy. You just have, again, one bare metal to manage, one level of risk to manage, and that's it. The nightmare really starts when you have not one server that you want to back up on object storage, but multiple servers that you want to back up on object storage, might be on different location, etc. And that's really where the problems start. That's really high maintenance. That's an operational complexity that you don't want to manage, and also it's a high cognitive overload for you. And that's really when errors start to occur. And the promise behind backup agents is that we really want to make that really easy for you and as effortless as possible, so that you have the best backups always available when you need them. So now let's deep dive on backup agents. So the product is available for our European and African customers. It's soon going to be available for customers that are in the APAC region, Canadian customers as well, and US customers. So again, the promise of backup agents is really to make backup simple. So we make that available through three different pillars. So we propose a backup solution that is really easy to implement, a solution that is affordable, and a solution that makes monitoring of your backups really efficient, and also that allows you to restore your backups in a very efficient manner when you need them. So about the implementation, in less than 10 minutes, you can implement an agent-based backup on your machine. So you need to download the agent directly on your machine, whether it's Linux or Windows, that works. The backup is really entirely managed by OVHcloud, meaning that you don't need to manage the vaults, you don't need to create even a vault or bother about the creation of the vault or the tenant or anything else. All you need to do again is to install the backup agent into your bare metal server, and then the backup will be done every day at 10 p.m. automatically. You can do that, and we're going to see just after, either through the first installation, is only via the OVHcloud control panel, and then you can use the API v6 in order to protect more servers. Then the solution is really affordable. The pricing is about the license fees of the agents are free, so it's €0 per agent. And then what we ask you to pay is only the cost of object storage. That is around €7 per TIB per month. It's an average based on 1 month's consumption. And keep in mind that we offer compression, so your data would be compressed, and then your bill will be more affordable also at the end of the month. There are no extra costs for offsite backups, nor for encryption, and nor for restoration. Then lastly about the monitoring and the restoration of backups. Once your backup agent is running, what we offer is daily alerts and proactive alerts in case anything happens to your backups. And also you can have a 360 view on the health of your backups, on the health of your restoration points, thanks to just one centralized interface. Then lastly on that, you benefit from the SLAs of OVHcloud object storage, which are about 99.9%. And also you have access to a file restore level of restoration. This again entirely being managed by OVHcloud, so your data really remains yours and inside OVHcloud infrastructure without any third party having access to them, and also with the highest level of certifications, as you can see on the slides. So what does the backup agent do and not do? So it really best works for Linux and Microsoft OS, as we said. It's only on bare metal from OVHcloud. What the backup agent does is an entire OS backup and also a backup of the configuration. And also, you can retrieve either all of this backup or only specific files on your specific restoration points. That's really what it does. Soon, we're going to be able to back up applications and databases thanks to what we call application awareness. And also, soon, we're going to offer enhanced flexibility with longer retention. So today, you can choose between 14 and 30 days. So that might be more soon. And also, we're going to offer more flexibility on the scheduling of the backups. So for now, it's one per day that is automatic. You can launch a backup yourself, but the backup is really automatic and one per day automatically. Tomorrow, it might be more. Okay. So that's about what we offer. Now, about the infrastructure. So how it works. So what we ask you to do is to install the backup agent into your bare metal server. So for example, let's take the example of the bare metal one that is in Roubaix. And what the backup agent does is that every night at 10 p.m., the backup agent is going to ask to the VSPC, so Veeam Service Provider Console, okay, I need to back up, what are my credentials to access the vault, and where is the vault located? So then we're going to send the data to the specific vaults. That works with really anti-affinity. So you can see on the slide that, for example, a server in Roubaix will be backed up in Strasbourg. This anti-affinity is really by default, so that we ensure also the maximum level of security here. Things to mention is that again, the solution is fully managed, so you don't have to handle the creation of the vault, neither the buckets, none of that. All you need to do is to install the backup agent into your bare metal server, and we manage all of this, and also the whitelisting of the bare metal server so that it can access the vault.
I'm just cutting you a bit. Yeah, thank you. The slide is cutting actually, Arthur. That's why. Thank you. It went back. Okay, sorry.
So now maybe just one last thing about the data transfer. So it's secured in transit via HTTPS TLS, and also it's encrypted at the vault level with OVH managed keys. So you don't even have to manage the encryption. So that's it for the infrastructure. So now maybe about a quick pricing comparison. So what we want is to make backup simple, but also backup really affordable for you. So what we did is that we ran a quick study with the Cloud Mercato, which is a comparator. And what it showed is that our pricing is on average 3 to 9 times less expensive than comparable solutions. So it's really affordable to back up with backup agents, and more affordable than what you can find on the market. And yeah, that's all about it on the pricing. Just maybe one quick reminder, again, the agent is free on the license, and then we ask you to pay only the cost of the object storage. That is about 7 euros per TIB per month, excluding VAT. So now back to you, Antoine, maybe for the product demo.
Thank you, Arthur. So hi, everyone. Here's the demo. So just to show you how we order the product at first. So you need to have a bare metal server on your account to be able to order the product. There are two ways to order the product. You can go to your order, where you can get the option for the backup server, the backup agent directly on the order if you want to. So everything will be automatically delivered. Or you can also just select an existing server on your account on the buffer to start and order the backup agent on it. So this is mostly it on the experience that you can have. Yeah, there are 2 ways, and you can pause there if you want. Thank you, Arthur. 2 ways. through a new server that you want to order, and you can just request the option automatically delivered, or otherwise you can, for existing server, just request the product, and it will be automatically configured and ready to have an agent installed on it. Quick explanation on that. We just prepare everything when we do that. So when we call deliver the product is, and you can continue, thank you, Arthur. When we call deliver is we are preparing everything. The tenant, you can pause there, thank you. We prepare the tenant, we prepare all the configuration, Arthur said earlier, and so you don't have anything to do on that point on the Veeam side, okay? So you will receive a mail about the delivery, you will receive all information about the configuration that has been done, and you will be ready to go to use the product once you get this screen on the manager. There on the manager, you have full visibility about your tenant that is located in Europe, for example, how many servers are linked to it and how many vaults are linked to it. You can continue, please, Arthur. You get the vision about the server that are already configured on it, so the one that you have put on the first configuration during the order, and there you can, thank you. And there you got the visibility about the vault. Vault are really important in our product. It's an object, let's say like that. This is a container where you will get all of your backup data into it. It's composed of buckets, S3 buckets that are hosted directly in OVHcloud data centers, provided by the OVHcloud object storage product that you can already have by your own for some other use cases. We are using it directly and let's say manage it for you, where we activate by default the immutability of 14 days. So this is the best, let's say the best and the simplest solution to protect your data against ransomware or any attack on your backup data. And also you do have the encryption that is already also enabled on it, that is directly managed by OVH with a key that is hosted in OVHcloud. So you don't have to care about that. And this is an encryption directly on the storage, okay? On the data that is transferred, you have everything about the HTTPS and the certificates that are already encrypting the data flow. You do have, and you can continue, thank you, Arthur. You do have the location of the data that is in France, in Strasbourg, in that case, as you can see. So you do have also the visibility about the cost and the usage of your vault there. Perfect, you can continue, thank you. And last point is the billing view, where you will be able to have a real-time vision about your billing. If we go back to the agent tab, where you can have the visibility of the server that you have configured to be able to install the agent on it. As you can see there, I do have already a bare metal server that is already configured because I just selected it at the order, and everything is already ready to make it usable. The only thing that I need to do as a customer is a manual action is to download the agent. There you only need to select your operating system and you will be able to download it, or just get the command that you can use on your bare metal to download the agent and install it. So I'm doing that on the bare metal that is on Debian 13. That is the OS template that you can get directly from the OVH templates. So as a customer, this is pretty much standard as everything that I'm doing. I'm getting the curl, so you can just, and you can continue, Arthur, thank you. You can just launch it. Then when I get the file, I just need to make it executable with the ch mode. And after that, I just need to execute it. There is no acceleration on this video, so you can see that it's actually taking like 5 seconds to install the agent and make it work. The command to see if it's working is pretty much simple. Veeam is giving you it, and as you can see there, this is connected. After a few minutes after installing it, and you can cut there, thank you, Arthur, you can see on the manager that we succeeded to activate your agent in our side, and you can see multiple things from this view. First, the server, the IP address what we have whitelisted to make sure that you can install the agent and access to the backup data on the bucket. But also you can see the location of the data, a reminder of the vault location with the friends in Strasbourg. And if you continue, please, after. You will be able already to change the policy if you want to go to 14 to 30 days of retention if you want more. We are working to extend this number of days if you need use cases with more time. You can check again, and you will see there that the backup agent is installed with the last version in screening, so everything is okay. You can, if you want, display the UI with the command Veeam after you install. You can continue, it's okay after, thank you. And from the Veeam UI, you can do multiple things like starting a job. So meaning you can start directly a backup if you want. As you can see there, the backup has been started. I'm just, play with the command that you see below. And this again is not accelerated at all. So you can see that it's starting really fast on the backup. It's taking the data and checking the data from all of your disk on your bare metal. It's creating a snapshot, taking all the data and pushing it directly to the bucket. At any point, we don't keep a copy of your data on our infrastructure. This is a communication between your server and the vault. There is nothing that is going to the Veeam infrastructure at one point. Okay, so basically, this is a direct communication, and there is for the full transparency, of the flow that we are showing to you. Anyway, we are reaching to the end of the backup. As you can see, we are deleting the snapshot that has been done locally on your server. So you need to keep a bit of free space on that, but really a bit is not so much. And it's done. That's all pretty much. And congratulations, you have done a backup and you have a restore point that is already available where you can restore your data. After that, you can, if you want, do multiple things like exporting the logs if you need with the support team to look and troubleshoot for something. And you can also do the air and it to make sure that you can actually request a restore point and begin the restoration of your data. I'm taking the restore point that I've just done, and the restore point has been mounted in the /mnt/backup. And in that case, if you can just remove your mouse, it's perfect, Arthur, because we cannot see actually. Yeah, perfect. I'm going to the folder, and as you can see, I was having the files from the restore point that are showed there, and now I'm just emoting the restore point, and as you can see, I don't have any more the restore files that are available. So in that case, this is how we are doing on Linux. I'm showing you also on Windows how you can do. Windows is definitely more, let's say, UI friendly, as you can expect, with the visibility of the backup agent that you have just in front of you. You can also trigger the restoration as such on the Linux. This is a showcase, what we have done on our bare metal. We are getting the restore point from the wizard, and then we just started the restore session, and then I can just select, a file that I want to get back, like this one, the management agent, the one that I already, downloaded to make sure that I'm connecting the server to our Veeam infrastructure. And I just can, overwrite it or keep it, you know, and yeah, restore is done in that case. And yeah, that's all pretty much about the restore process. Here's a quick vision about, and a bit not visible, I'm sorry about that, but this is a quick vision about the credential that you're getting to access to the VSPC itself, the UI that is showing you a global vision, a dashboard of your backup in OVH. So you can access to it. You will get every information in the delivery mail that you're having after ordering the product, and you can see everything about your agent. There you have the visibility of the Linux one with the restore point that I've just made just before. And you can see how much data it's concerning, you know, everything about that. You can have also the status of your agent. If there is any issue, it will be showed there. You can have also the visibility about any issues with the alarms there on the VSPC. And yeah, that's all pretty much. This is just a dashboard in read-only that you can have in case if you need to have more information about your backups. And here we are for the demo. So what we have seen together is the order process from the bare metal order to the backup agent onboarding page itself. You saw also all the visibility that you have on the manager about the usage, about your server configured, about the billing part that is in real time again. And you saw also about how to download the agent, install it on Linux and Windows, and use it to trigger a backup and a restore also. Just a quick mention on that because Arthur said it already, but we showed you how to trigger a manual backup, but every night at 10 p.m. CET, you will get an automatic backup anyway. So it's just for the demo that we showed you that, but anyway, at the moment you installed the agent, you will get a policy that will be propagated of the 14 days that is also scheduling a backup that will be done at 10 p.m. And we saw also together the access to the VSPC that is showing you a dashboard about your backup and your agent installed. That's all pretty much about the demo.
All right. Thank you, Antoine, and thank you for the demo. Maybe to end the presentation so that we keep a few minutes for the questions. Just to let you know that so we launched the product almost 1 month ago, and we already have more than 700 companies that protect their bare metal servers with backup agents. So my question would be, why not you? You have here the testimony of a company that is called Promotool, which is an OVHcloud customer. And what's their story is about them trying to find a backup solution that is affordable, that doesn't add too much overheads, too much that takes too much bandwidth from Christophe Debove, who's the CTO there, because he's the only one managing the infrastructure and the backups. So he really wanted something that was automated and that was also managed. And that was really the promise of backup agent that resonated with him. And one of the things he said that was quite interesting is that for him, backup agents make it super easy to restore and to get back the data from a bare metal server and start it elsewhere, which is usually the promise that is more so in the world of VM or VPS. So that was really interesting for him, and that really resonated for him. So now let's take a few questions. Meanwhile, I just put that QR code that you can scan with your phone. If you want to know more about the product, this really leads to the OVHcloud website, where you can see all about the product. And if you're interested, also you can order. One mention, if you need to talk to anyone or get more information, you also have a contact form into the page. So really do not hesitate to keep in touch to keep in touch with our team and to ask more questions if you need. So so maybe we had one question, maybe more for you, Antoine. What happens if the server that I was backing up do not boot, and I want to maybe restore the backup on another server? Is that possible?
Absolutely. The access to the restore point is not linked only to the agent that you have locally installed. You can also get the access through an account that we can give you, and we tested it on multiple ranges, between servers. So we did that, for example, between a RISE and advanced. You can restore a RISE server to an advanced server. If you lose it, for example, disk broken, whatever, that use case is definitely possible. We are the Veeam restore process is only restoring the operating system. It doesn't care, about the hardware that is behind that, okay, below that, I mean. And the only thing that we could see as use cases, that needs to be taken care of is the software read, for example, for the disk, etc. Something that you need to reconfigure in that case. But mostly, you can definitely restore without any issue any server to another server in case of.
Cool. Thank you, Antoine. There were a few questions about can I back up a hypervisor? Can I configure the backup target to a NAS, for example? Or can I back up on-prem servers, for example, that are not OVHcloud managed servers? The question for all of that is that currently not. So the solution is really to back up OVHcloud managed bare metal servers. We do not support hypervisor backup for now. And the targets would be object storage, again, managed by OVHcloud. Tomorrow, with the next version that we're working on of backup agent, this might be possible, but really keep in mind that for now it's not the case.
Maybe... and to add on that, just really quickly, Arthur, sorry. For the hypervisor, like ASXi or Proxmox, this is mostly a limitation in the on the Veeam software, But you can, if you want, install the backup agent on your VM that are on the hypervisor directly hosted. But for now, as Arthur was saying, it's not fully compatible because we cannot whitelist your VM IPs on that, but the next version of the product will answer to this need.
Yeah. Maybe one last question. There was one on the pricing. Is the backup service free? So to make it really clear, the license of the agents is provided to you for free. But then what we ask you to pay is the cost of the object storage that is hosted at OVHcloud and in another data center than the backup, the bare metal server, sorry, that you want to back up. And the price of the object storage is around €7 per month, excluding VAT per terabyte. This is an estimation, but as we saw earlier on the presentation, this is a really competitive price regarding the level of service and also regarding what you can find on the market. So
is it okay for you, Arthur, if I answer to some quick question, and I'm going to do it quickly in the last minutes?
Yeah.
How many minutes do we have left?
4.
Let's do it. What is the current situation for bare metal server? Is there no backup data at all? Yes, absolutely. There is no backup of data. There is nothing that is done in OVH side. You need to manage by your own the backup of your data on bare metal. That's why we are proposing now backup agent as the managed solution in OVH. So you need to take care of that, and you need to, in that case, prioritize that topic. Can we post the backup easily there via IPA? And we have a long resource consumption process. We don't want to overload the process. That is possible to pose a backup directly on the Veeam agent, and you need to do command line directly on your agent in that case to do that. Is there a date for the next version? Without too much disclosure, right, on that, we are focusing around of May to give a new version of this product. But we will, as always, inform you about that. Can the private network on bare metal server be used to upload the backups? Not really. This is not a use case that is fully compatible at this time. We are only whitelisting the basic public API of the bare metal, right? That is given by OVH. Let's say that is not fully, because if you use that public API to go through and push your data, yes, it will work. But you know, this is not a standard and fully supported use case, so it may not work. Please use it at your own risk. Will this replace the backup storage on the dedicated server? The FTP backup product that you know as of today is only an additional storage, is not a backup storage. I know the name is not maybe the best, so we are working with our friends from bare metal team to work on that, and they will certainly change some things in the following months. But yeah, this is not a backup storage, so please consider it. You need to maybe rethink your usage on that. Coming soon, PG aware, absolutely. It's part of the application awareness that we will release in the V2. And I saw multiple questions about the file system requirement of the backup agent, OS compatibility. You have everything on the documentation that we have done on the backup agent on the website. So you can search for it, and you will have a link to the Veeam documentation that is listing fully the list of operating systems that are compatible, and also the Linux packages that are really important to have to make the agent working on your operating system. And I will get the last one because the time is running out. If I upgrade the operating system, should I upgrade the Veeam agent? Not at all. You can reinstall it without any issue. The link is still available at any time for you. And if you delete it or reinstall your bare metal without any issue, but everything about the Veeam agent upgrade, we take care of it. We will let you know about the upgrade process on that. There is a documentation also on the website about how we will manage the future upgrade with you.
All right. Thank you so much, Antoine, for answering all the questions. I hope that was clear for everyone, and have a nice day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.